watching AYV Television.
Salon Kontri Porto, Salon Kontri Porto. Inside this country Portia, inside this country Porto, inside this country Portia, inside this country Porto. Ministry of Tourism Day, inside this country Porto. National Tourist Board, inside this country Porto. Monument Relics Commission, inside this country Porto. AYV Central, inside this country Porto. Salon Kontri Porto, Salon Kontri Porto, Salon Kontri Porto, Salon Kontri Porto. Inside this country Portia, inside this country Porto, inside this country Portia, inside this country Porto, inside this country Porto, inside this country Porto. Tourism I say the day, inside this country Porto. Traditional business day, inside this country Porto. Tourism business day, inside this country Porto. Country food I say in day, inside this country Porto. Salon Kontri Porto, Salon Kontri Porto, Salon Kontri Porto, Salon Kontri Porto. Inside this country Portia, inside this country Porto, inside this country Portia, inside this country Porto. History and culture day, inside this country Porto. Country food I say in day, inside this country Porto. Sorry side I say the day, inside this country Porto. Inside this country Porto, inside this country Porto. Salon Kontri Porto, Salon Kontri Porto. Inside this country Portia, inside this country Porto, inside this country Portia, inside this country Porto. Ministry of Tourism Day, inside this country Porto. National Tourist Board, inside this country Porto. Monument Relics Commission, inside this country Porto. AYV Central, inside this country Porto. Salon Kontri Porto, Salon Kontri Porto, Salon Kontri Porto, Salon Kontri Porto. Inside this country Portia, inside this country Porto, inside this country Portia, inside this country Porto, inside this country Porto, inside this country Porto. Tourism I say the day, inside this country Porto. Traditional business day, inside this country Porto. Tourism business day, inside this country Porto. Country food I say in day, inside this country Porto. Salon Kontri Porto, Salon Kontri Porto, Salon Kontri Porto, Salon Kontri Porto. Inside this country Portia, inside this country Porto, inside this country Portia, inside this country Porto. History and culture day, inside this country Porto. Country food I say in day, inside this country Porto. Sorry side I say the day, inside this country Porto. Inside this country Porto, inside this country Porto.
Inside the country ports from the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs, the National Tourist Board, Monument and Relics Commission and AYV, we dey bring you the Salon Country Ports. Yes, the Salon Country Ports local today, and this port here so now the ports where they bring you information about Salon history, heritage, culture and tourism. So the Salon Country Port don't come today, and we're glad for bringing a come to you. Just enjoy the Salon Country Port and the thing them when they come out inside this country port where we don't bring come to you so today. Mina Mohamed Farid Kagbo.
And me na Francis Musa Momoh.
Well, Salon Country Ports, as usual, can bring you beaucoup information. Thing you for do it. Salon entertainment, thing you for do it. Salon tourism, thing you for do it. Development in a salon. So any side you day you watch we, if they join we gladly we join we today, and we gladly for bring you the Salon Country Ports where we self not can know what's in the inside, but as we can bring and come, then we can get things that come out inside the Salon Country Ports. You can be part of the program. Send message on 030-718-777. If you watch you on Facebook Live, we want to welcome you. And this now AYV Television. My name again is Mohamed Farid Kagbo. Just continue as we look inside country ports. Francis, Salon Country Ports. In the first place, we need to apologize, because we started the program at this time.
Yeah. time, and we all know say a lot of things they go on AYV, so we need for shifts to another station, so that make we not be away for that amount of time from 4:30. We know say na 4:30. I know say me people then go down left them busy schedules and come before the television. Whenever Salon Kontri Port they come to you at that time, but una be away small and una enjoy Salon Kontri Port.
Okay, straight away we go inside the country port for see waiting at the first material we will come out inside there. But Francis, you know say Salon Kontri Port, the program just a big, it's just a big. More and more people, and now as we dey pass na treat, so man don't say, as they see man so then you see we so they say Salon Kontri Port, Salon Kontri Port. How you feel way that make happen?
No, very fine because you dey identify with Salon culture. So if somebody see we say Salon Kontri Port, that already they show say we don't impact the cultural consciousness of Sierra Leoneans, not only in the ground here, but even at the diaspora. A lot of people then see Salon Kontri Port as an authentic voice for talk about the positive thing then on Sierra Leone.
And Salon Kontri Port na the program where as we dey go into the program, you self for no say Salon Kontri Port actually come for actually show within our salon, within the heritage, within the thing for whole site, within the thing the way like we great grandparents them or we grandparents them or other people them don't left for we for all and tight to make sure say we self way now this generation we go able safeguard them and you protect them, you safeguard them fine one so that we go left and intact for we picking them so that they say will come but they say enjoy them. So but Francis, now we dey talk about things the way they affect the culture business like for in terms of for them we able retain them plenty other attraction in the camp, video games in the camp, PS4, other things in the technology. How we go able retain that one day with the I mean you get culture we try for retainer at the same time other thing in the camp.
Yeah, society that not get for done as society. You get what you call social change. But even with all of the advancements there, it's very important for let you able preserve, retain your culture. So it's very important that any society where you find yourself, you forget that education for able you for retain your culture. So even with a lot of advancement, technology, like you say, technology. So technology not to a thing for can displace culture in the sense at which we did in new generation. So let we use technology also for make we culture go to people wide all over the world.
Exactly. Now that's what you do. Now that's making fact safe. You will find out say Salon Kontri Port they on Facebook Live through AYV and other social media side and you're able to get the Kontri Port and you will know say this program na program where I like and plenty people in and out of Salon don't they call say they like the Salon Kontri Port. So man don't they say you go finally cover more and more things that we have for do with Salon heritage, Salon culture and also Salon history. So the Kontri Ports we go try as best as possible for make sure say we continue for bring una different kind thing them interesting thing them where you say go like for watch and where you say go like for where you say go enjoy just as you watch them so that's an issue. Now we need to go inside the Kontri Port, eh?
Yeah.
We need to go inside the Kontri Port and see waiting at the first thing where they come out inside it. Francis, let's just go inside there and check.
I mean, we said,
okay, let me go inside. Wow, it's in me just only pot and bring inside today.
Yeah.
Well, what's an interesting material from the Salon Kontri Port? You see how
you enjoy it.
You say it's small thing I come inside Kontri Port very big. It's small but it's big and huge. And I believe say you self go look for watch them. We talk about theater arts. Now, we get people when you talk about heritage, we get people them way like we normally get what you call the intangible heritage. You know when you see, you need to touch, but you feel them. Or sometimes you actually feel like you hear them, you hear the sound, you go see the way you do them. I mean, you can say you abstract, they bookman them. So this now something we come out about the theater to get people away for a long time now. Don't they use culture and cultural things them, song them and other things them for make sure say they can come to you. So let's just relax and watch this. Then after that, we'll come to you back and see waiting we actually talk about theater art and how it don't contribute for develop this country also. Let me look this very, very interesting material we come from the Salon Kontri reports. We will give you more information later.
Hello, mi fambulem. This na Freetown Players International. Of course, we specialized in a cappella songs. A cappella na singing without instruments. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will give you now like 2 songs. Freetown Players say couche couche ya. Freetown Players say couche couche. Freetown Players say couche couche, say couche couche, say couche couche. Freetown Players say salamu alaikum. Freetown Players say salamu alaikum. Freetown Players say salamu alaikum. Say salam, salam, say salamu alaikum. Freetown Players say we do ready. Freetown Players say we do ready. Freetown Players say we do ready. Papa don't talk and say we do ready. Na 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 now we either open now we don't begin say monument relics important now we country get our country history for we future rakat kodon kong pam pam now we are open now we don't begin see say monument and relics important now we country remember we country history for we future we will give now the next song 1787 to 2020. Na 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 1787 I say to 1987 1787 to 1987 1787 the province of freedom now so we did they manage the province of freedom with Maganaya then do it is with them then bring looking glass we see we face black letter with Bagongoli they laughed it entire Chappelle Wilma Falls been do it in the Ebola Governor Makati says been do it in the Ebola 1791 King Jimmy Bond province of freedom is scatter with bata in Gun province of freedom we don't Toscare from Pila to Bosta rain goes and can foot go and can we they up and down they cut and join Pila to Bosta but in Waterloo Makeni Pendembu but mine don't come Gary don't come Fufu self come but in Waterloo 1898 by Bourget Charlotte Mambele then say Yala Mamuton the cuts then bell 1961 then giving the independence 1961 Queen Annie Man Kawakato independence 1964 Minty Magaida yo 1964 again Chencholion Sento 1971 we jump to height and traffic double school, they can go see me no more. We jump to right and traffic.
1975.
Big breeze been blow. It blow so te ikere osi kill you ba. June 21 no.
1977.
Then picking by the power in so. No college, no school, then say they left and do not the country.
You remember 1980?
Ambassador to in so. North Africa, East Africa, South Africa, West Africa, Africa gather.
1984.
Football opia ipawia. Zone 2 kaya we play sote. Make order we smell we not taste so.
1985.
From thing to taunting. New order constructive nationalism. Green revolution.
1987.
I said, 87, 1987, 87, 1987, 1988. Passadai don't die, 1988. Sierra Leone na Osho.
1988.
Bandele, kick bucket. 1988. Sierra Leone na Osho.
1989.
We all turn down Dogo. We Mapaton, we Mamaton, we Brotherton, we Sisterton. We all turn down Dogo.
You remember 1990?
Inside Sierra Leone today, so refugee. Liberia turn over, so refugee.
I say,
Chastela Baranta, Prince Johnson, open fire with Nyama Samuel Do. Pampara papa, papara papa, papara papa. Box me back legs, papara papa, papara papa, papara papa, papara papa. Hooray!
1991, I
I said, and take we all now we are. We no make up, I'm not God go bless we soldier.
1991,
I said, and take we all now we are. We no make up, I'm not God go bless Lagine.
1991, I said,
Then take we all now we are. We no make up, I'm not God go bless Nigeria.
1992,
The ungodly don't perish. He that walk in the path of the ungodly shall surely perish.
1992,
The ungodly don't perish. He that walk in the path of the ungodly shall surely perish.
1993,
We aim and we get them because 1984 we be smell we not taste so.
1993,
Senegal aim and we get them.
1993,
They smell and not taste so.
1995,
Mandela said this so.
1995,
And Abacha said that so.
1995,
I say Mandela said this so.
1995,
And Abacha said that so.
1996,
Pantibo say again no.
1996,
Pantibo say again no.
So New Banga,
Pantibo say again no. 1996 sweet for you.
1996,
Red by my nose.
1996,
As a new broom for sweep.
1999,
January 6, so let we remember waiting be. January 6, so much not able to talk. January 6, so waiting I see much not able to talk. January 6, so
2001,
Passama bomb the bush, oh, the big bush me catch fire. Waiting they be so
2001,
I say Passama bomb the bush, oh, the big bush me catch fire. Waiting they be so
2002,
Piscatry all so giant best so bel coubel pousse le pepper pot. Piscatry all
2002,
Piscatry all me fumble them. The war done. Piscatry all
2004,
census been country all
2004,
I say census been country all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 census been country all
2007,
diddle, the red and the green. The red jump over the green. And the orange laugh, ha ha ha, to see such fun. And the orange run away with the red. And the orange run away with the red.
2011,
Independence waiting at the Republic. Brother, I say brother,
sisters,
because we million people, dollar we are yet past Stalin. waiting do we Leone, adding on a toilet roll.
2012,
Momoh couche, Salon choosing best, then say good, better best, Salon choosing world best, a pampo.
2014,
Ebola to Tangaye.
2018,
Pamtiba Segeno.
2018,
I say Soja Boy Egeno.
2018,
I say Pamtiba Segeno.
2018,
Na Soja Boy Egeno.
2020,
Salamu alaikum. Kushe seke bis wali bena.
2020,
I say Salamu alaikum.
2020,
Salamu alaikum. Rakat kodonko. Yes, 1787. We still the wait let 2020 done for make we finally add on the 1787 song. My name Tuti Hafna. They can call me Master Tuti. Me the CEO of Freetongue Players International. Basically, me join Freetongue Players. I will say 5 years, cause I guess since meet me Papa we Charlie Hafna and the co-founder we my mama the late Fatty Hafna. We then start this Freetongue Players. I just open me eye and meet up them, and since then I don't I don't choose for become an artist, and since then day me prayers now for become somebody in the arts. So I don't like over 20 years, 25 years now, non-stop. So me, this is my calling, and as I don't start for Duam, I go continue for Duam. I don't do. They tell me, Papa, I've been the director of Freetongue Players throughout. I would say in 30 years, I don't do so well. I don't take Freetongue Players, not that kind of level way. I think we all not get much for talk about her. Taking Freetongue Players to the next 30 years, I don't think it's easy, because the standard of Freetongue Players, of course, we don't know way back. I therefore keep them to that way. So first of all, I will say 5 years ago, when I don't be the sole head of Freetongue Players, I think to say the one achievement now for able for control Freetongue Players for lady like I did. Many other groups don't scatter, but Freetongue Players still day. Any hour you call, we take the telephone, we ready for go do your job. So I think we succeed for able for keep them. So we can perform some side and some people can say na the pa a day, but we can so happy for no say. People still they feel to say like crying they do the thing we're very beautiful. That means the thing still they not that standard way left. I think I'm happy for that. But I'm not come again for come continue exactly. But we can't for can take this thing to another level. I can't for let Freetongue Players go to a level where it's supposed for go now. We they try for really change into a proper kind of NGO system. We will be able to do projects on we own. We're on the process now. Trying to get we board, proper registration and everything. Freetongue Players, I would say, specialized in a cappella. With all what we do, the a cappella music, now all of us know we for. Freetongue Players, say kushe, any sa go sick tune. Freetongue Players open for do community theater. And if you want for do community theater, go to all instruments, they go to the people. It go be very, very heavy for carry. So all the instruments then they inside the mouth. So you hear the guitar, all thing they inside the one sound. Basically get for come out from the same foundation. Nothing no go change much in terms of the the runnings of Freetongue Players. It be the same. We have young people, but I will say we get slight difference this time. With him, they get people that will like I say young guys, and this with me, like I would say half of the membership even big for me. We no make any change. They are still respectful, and they are still, dedicated and focused to the job. We can't forget a very, very good foundation. And normally people like in the Freetongue Player, where they come, they don't know nothing about arts. I will tell you, some people don't go sing, sabi dance, sabi act. But when it comes to Freetongue Players, it be grounded. And when you go, any side you go, brah, you dey able succeed. We get people that now way boku, some man don't go be bankers, some man don't go be this, some man are lawyers, some man they out, they do this job. Boku, very successful people, including the one that can talk a lot in fantasy media, come out from free-tongue players, you know, and they do this now and they don't succeed. Basically in so we get hundreds of free-tongue players people that we I go like for tell Salon people then see the arts now a thing now we get them and we then say culture now a way of life, that's now how we they live. So at the appeal do ya if we not like what we get, I can always say we they end up and conquer Roma now confusion. We never know how we they go. If you don't know how you come out, you know the know how you they go. So what we get at this country, we music, we dance, we eat, we clothes, we language. Let we love them like how other countries love waiting then get. Now in the mix, so they like today, they all don't succeed, and this job what we they do don't create job for thousands of youths and people them around the country. Go create thousands of youths and people around the country. For we the artists them, that we take what we they do serious. This is a job. This not something for can do, you know, just for say I want fame or you want bluff somebody over under. This not a job like how the doctor, the lawyer, and everybody they work. I can say we all they meet up na plane, we they meet up na airports, we all they meet up na other offices them. But if we not take we serious as artists, other people they not take we serious. We can say, my granny can say if you also not sell you, tickets not go buy you.
My name is Emmanuel Pequist, member of the Free-Tongue Players International. And I joined the Free-Tongue Players in 1996. And what inspired me for joining Free-Tongue Players because I be there at the area outside the Minde, and I be love waiting and they do. So I left all what they do and can join them full time. And from that time to now, me now one of the oldest members of the group. I never left them. I never go inside. And Free-Tongue Players don't do a lot for me in my life. They don't create a great impact inside me. Whether in this I know where we left from. Now they keep prompting and the group. I make always the prompt the songs then before me member the other members then come inside. And like this one, Freetown, oh, Freetown, me go answer, Freetown, oh. I will get the at any time you wish me. You invited to come to Freetown.
Me na Elidina Alenjalo. I joined Free-Tongue Players 2004, and I believe for say every year na my best time inside Free-Tongue Players. Because Free-Tongue Players, it don't expose me a lot. You know, it don't expose me nationally and internationally. Sale, yes. What's why you come to my voice?
No.
You don't want stamp on them?
Yes, auntie.
You don't sweep the yard?
Yes, auntie.
You don't clean the toilet?
Yes, auntie.
Well, you know what thing they tell you? Go take me water right now. Let you go sell them.
Auntie, me lunch, I'm go sell.
I said, go take me water, let you go sell them. Not tell me about your lunch. You daddy becomes and give me. Or you feel to send a go on at the pig stone for let you go school. I said, go take me water, let you go sell them. Come on, get out now, so. I said, get out now. If they can't ask me for your lunch. Who's lunch? I said, go sell for me. They tell me about school. Now, school, I go pull you up like can for. I bring you come for like can send money for me. And let you take care of me picking it.
Free-Tongue Players basically now the number 12 Barwick Street, Freetown, Sierra Leone. If you can there, you go see the Telem Center way, now the home of Free-Tongue Players. You go see drawing the safe. Barwick Street number 12. You can call on 076-135-264. You can go now with Facebook page Free-Tongue Players International. We are open, we're here, we're waiting. You know, we want to collaborate with Una and, you know, help the people of Sierra Leone through arts, through entertainment, and of course through Free-Tongue Players.
Hafna na the CEO, the Chief Executive Officer for Free-Tongue Players International, they talk to Yanda. When at this we talk about theatre arts, Free-Tongue Players on day on for quite a long time now. 35 years of theatre arts. Francis, what has it been for theatre na Salon?
Yeah, it's very important. Just like you say, road and they will not to a lot of people they take them. You see, road not taken, you understand? because Bokuman, they say, all man want for turn banker, all man want for the one turn doctor, all man want for do this. But at the end of the day, you get certain people and don't take themselves, they don't form a group, say, now this we want for do for help with culture. Now this we want for do for sustain and conserve oral tradition and all. And also this now a whole piece of theater for development. Now in Freetown players they do. So they do this for 35 years and then still Leone. It's very important for see that now what they call heritage. Heritage, then a heritage.
Okay.
It's they do then a heritage.
Heritage. Now you see and see Freetown players, any side you talk about Freetown players in this country, people know about Freetown players. And we say don't see the kind a cappella and all that thing them way they can do. But if you actually remember, say this now the Salon Kontri ports, where the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs and Salon, the National Tourist Board, Monuments and Relics Commission and AYV they make come to you. And inside Salon Kontri ports, as you can see, we get nice design them who they show now. You will find out say the Salon Kontri ports on the brand we design them. Very nice clothes. Just watch Francis and watch me. This na Medke designs. Medke designs na what's in streets. Na then they do them here so. And Mohamed Kamara, of course, na the already before that one. The Medke designs. Now what's in streets just by McDonald's Street area and Congo Market area. Now they do them nice design so. Let's go inside the port, Francis. This time now you are going to go inside it so that we will know what come out inside the country ports next. Salon Kontri Portu, Salon Kontri Portu. Inside this country port, yeah. Inside this country portu. So what's come out inside it?
Every day, new thing they come on at the country port. Just like what they say, we talk about entertainment, education, and tourism. We talk about also tourism, but in the form of entertainment. So it will bring people to Sierra Leone. And then self go can see what Sierra Leone gets in terms of culture, tourism, and heritage. So we talk about heritage. Heritage is not thing where somebody they inherit. Basically, where we say heritage, not where somebody they inherit, then we always they hope for heritage for continue. So we talk to Tiafna. We're a very young man now, and I'm the CEO of Freetown Players. But you notice for say Freetown players, where if somebody they talk about Freetown players in years back, you will know say now one name all man will talk about. We in a salon we then go see Charlie Hafner. You understand? Charlie Hafner.
That name rings a bell. Now same bookman can say that name rings a bell.
They will always talk about Charlie Hafner, but Charlie Hafner self, he don't take this year from 1985 to himself, you see. It's in a culture where you don't inherit some people. Like, we get to the call griots them. They always get information. Like what they say, the information they inside this spot. These spots get a lot of information, and now from them pots from the beats them, the African beats and people they use for transfer knowledge. So Charlie Hafner, see now instead they move into another part of life, so it left something for the young one them. So let we watch Freetown Players, the one we left and give, the one who just don't come out
the
talk
origin.
to. Yes.
The origin.
So let we watch.
Francis, what's your self for Utiba? Say country port for Waka Bimbi.
I really want to contribute go today in a beach or we go watch outside and they do chin.
And then that's what we expect. Go beach. No, go there. To go some size, to go do something to possibly. I mean, possibly
inspire Sierra Leone and then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This man, that cultural activist, he don't depend on culture for the past. Theater business, don't depend on past 40 years.
It's Sierra Leone and then because Sierra Leone and no more. We no more.
Na. Charlie
Hafner?
Charlie Hafner.
Okay.
You say great thing.
Charlie Hafner.
You too waka waka.
Charlie Hafner. Yeah.
We Freetown Players.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Hafner. Everybody, sir.
Then God thank you better pass load and mercy. Okay.
Vous pouvez faire du tir.
Yeah. Well, now welcome. I'm with me on the veranda as usual.
Yeah, me and this one get one argument. I tell him, I be sing you a cappella in passant. He say you be sing past me. So like one can sing small. You sing past me.
Bangalang.
No. I ain't gang. Not the original one.
Me.
Yeah, sing what you like now. Sing what you like. Use a cappella.
Okay, that's sing, but waiting.
No, what you like. But you
like.
go straight and you put a cappella we.
Bangalang, Bangalang, me name na Francis Musa Momoh, Bangala, I born November 24, Bangala, well, so
you force. You don't thief man the man in music. Yeah, Bangala is a Bangala is. Why?
Put your ideas. But not sing exactly.
So you give me one bar. I know this against you. Mina fare kabo, abona friton, aten frit. Hey. Let pass. And it starts back. Mina Mohamed Kabo, abona friton, and I grew up na Salon. I attend Bishop Johnson, I also work na Radio Democracy. Mina Mohamed Fari, I also go for a college. I don't want to like someone. I not train better.
Yeah, so I know the campaign for Nazi. I don't begin to say again. You free to play a member there now.
Would I win for this? Track there.
We draw.
Seeing the way you do, I find.
Okay.
You know, it's fine, easy.
Yeah.
Nice.
See, I find the easy way.
Get some.
Well, today the Salon Kontri Ports gets the singular opportunity for can talk to the legendary Charlie Hafner. If we want to talk about ambassadorial business, if we want to talk about to say cultural ambassador, this now one person. Let me just see, because we can't find out what few things about freedom players from them. Yeah, just introduce yourself for we to people and we maybe they listen to you for the first time or they see you for the first time.
Yeah. Hey, me people them. Na me name Natalia Fino. Freedom player say couche. Freedom player say couche. Freedom player say couche. Say couche. Freedom players go lead. Freedom players go lead. Freedom players go lead again, go lead. Others go follow again.
Wow.
At the beginning that of Freedom Players International. Since 1985 to now, it don't be 35 years journey, non-stop. A journey of more than 1,000 miles. A journey we act for describe. Because first of all, now a journey where nobody not ever able dare say for take. Just imagine somebody come for take a journey. Road not the bridge, not the na poto road, na mosquito road, na bet. Everything, any kind of obstacle we think of, it in the road today. I mean, that are metaphorically, but physically, for do theater in this country today is difficult. In fact, when you know they for do oneself. Past now we go talk about that. Where theater don't spread now, you don't go na community level. But when you talk about theater of the world, when we talk about national theaters, when we talk about westernized theater performances, Salon not get space. The only space we've been there in Abbey City or British Council, yes, of course. And if you're the small school halls them. But I mean, when government don't take pull we come on and city or don't we not do, and not build other side for put we for go. That's what we don't do over the years. So theater through Freedom Players, as we go talk later, we will just go no more from pillar to bolster. post to post, and I do they say now. To the point that people then they say theater don't die, but I go wait for see, make them show me who's at the grave day. It'll not be easy. From Freetown players, after I don't take 15 years at Tabule Theatre. I guess who know Tabule Theatre, with Daily Charlie, be informed, with then I be with leader. And I've been wonderful theatre in this country. I've been the best setters in that theatre in this country. Names them today, in fact I can call them the original University of Theatre. With names like Daily Charlie, it all late now, with Big Boss Man, Raymond D'Souza George, myself, Dr. Julius Spencer, Principal Bob Kamara, FSSG, and Dennis Streeter, you name them, all the big names in the theatre, we all been passed through Tabule under Daily Charlie. So after 15 years of sojourning at the Tabule Theatre, now they account from Freetown Players Theatre Group.
Okay, Freetown Players. Waiting at the motivation behind the formation of Freetown Players?
Well, even Boku, in the first place, being a Tabule Theatre for 15 years don't make I realize being a theatre person and that's not what I'm able to do. But then I've been well, a schoolboy first of all, then I go college, I learn. When I can at Tabule Theatre as a club, I last 15 years, I don't learn Boku thing. To the extent that I don't realize nothing else today for me for do, but for continue for use theatre, for continue for bring forward the importance of theatre in this country to national development, and for pursue them, for take the lead, for change pace, change face, change the function and role of theatre in this country, for introduce theatre as a function, as a tool for passing information, as a tool for communication, for mobilization, for education, you know, for raising awareness and bring change. And that kind of theatre we try for introduce. Now it motivates me, but try to introduce to this country because now we need for communicate to people in the traditional way, from storytelling to music to dance to you name it. But the best way for rich community now for go through their own ways, go meet those and then they do theatre for them, theatre with them, and theatre about them. That motivates me, and that Freetown Players don't embark on now for all these 35 years.
So, let me talk about the formation of Freetown Players. You remember again, you found your members, them. I understand you form together with your wife.
Of course.
Of blessed memory.
Yeah, of blessed memory. No first I make 8 years where he died. After we formed, we served together in Freetown Players for 25 years before he died. Now, two former, we two I'm a school teacher, I remember, maybe they teaching at Salon Grammar School, and immediately at FSSG. We determine, and from then now we decide now, let we form Momoh. Tabule Theatre arise from a kid who had joined the group, third form kid, arise to acting director.
So the idea they always thief na Tabule Theatre, now you can form Freetown Players with.
Now good question that one day. If not that's been because Tabule Theatre after we left, you know, do not see again. You know, find for thief, make thief idea, you know, and not thief nothing Tabule Theatre because it not been the work. I can't all idea come as I say I change the format. What I talk see Freetown Player can do, not to Tabule they do. Tabule be do all their work then they Tabule have been theatre group, part-time theatre group, na club for example. We do performances once, twice a year, we go sit down back, or man go to job. But me, I come for change the whole of theatre, for bring theatre to the forefront of national engagement and national development, for make theatre full-time, for be meaning to theatre, for theatre for be a full-time entity, not only for educate people there, but also for create jobs, paid and professional outfits. Now we call it na Freetown Players. If we been thief, we know they survive. And I tell you, the difference make the difference. Because we differ, we say from not only Tabule, but all the different theatre groups we been the operate now the country then same than they. Because we step out, we come with one idea, with one vision, that makes sure we succeed delicately. And all what we do now, Freetown Players, we repertoire, what we do, we management style, we administration, you name it, we relationship, we interaction, we membership, everything different. And delicately, up till now, challenge any theatre group we see, yes, now then with the fella. We go see, I talk on this now. Freetown Players go lead again, go lead, others go follow again. Now we the lead, now Oma the following. Apart from we family members then, Salon Grammar School,
doff my heart to Mr. Lashite. I keep one day, you shall Lashite. I doff my heart to a man that one day. A man without Lashite being a principal at that time. I don't know if Freetown Players be for exist by now. And if it be for exist safe, I don't know how it will be for the reach. So I can always thank Mr. Lashite. But Mr. Lashite, I don't know what kind of heart we Mr. Lashite gets. You know, for you teacher, for common school, we happen for tapping at the same building, this grammar school compound, just by the road, the junction for Guna, and the bridge, and grammar school. I think I've been there. I mean, happen for the middle upstairs, Mr. Lashite, the principal, the downstairs. When now up on top, Mr. Lashite, and I let the noise begin. I let the noise begin. I don't begin beat them drum. Mr. Lashite, one day not talk, one day no vex. Anything, you know, they say nothing. He allow we for do to one for do. Mr. Lashite in the first place, but no expects me as actor. Quick, you don't remind people there. If any teacher want to talk plenty, say, Mr. Hafner is an actor. They accept. So when this noise they been heard, all the form people they go, people they cannot complain to people for form Freetown Players na grammar school quarter. But also, not only form them they, but the students of grammar school and the teachers are the original members of Freetown Players. The one and they now plenty of the United States, you know, guys, the United States, because we'll be kids travel around, so they don't drop. So plenty of them abroad now, they're initial members in the. It's about original, the sacrificial lambs, and sacrificing people that they make. My brother, some people and parents drop them now do this now rubbish then they pan. You didn't miss dear Mr. After a foolish man looking here and I aid. And the same year look at Titi now, then I'm aid and course you all can work, it be very difficult. So whether they can theater, except for body in a grammar school, we don't be academic as such, they don't get home, some man are kitchen them in the sleep, some man are veranda, some man are tailor shop. Now they are together, come na me home, they can't live with me like men like me picking them.
Take me through the model we use for form established Freetown Players. Waiting at the secrets. How you do them?
You're right. In the first place, as I say, I begin with picking them. You know why group you know they sustain at this country? Because of peer group. Peer group get disrespect among themselves too much. Book. Points of order, points of correction. The director talk this, then the opposing under. So my first technique what I learned early in my life is in Africa, age make a difference. When somebody do get for go work, they get picking a house, he get responsibility. I make come for full-time theater, you know work. You know they do them. The people of Salon don't respect theater in this day. When you did this, they laugh you. So what shall they do? The other one, they were able, the school picking them, when they say yes sir to me, Mr. Hafner, then take me like a them papa and then teacher. That age gap, what you are telling, they take them, they argue with me, the word na me bond. And what I say now in the B, also how they go now the way they go. So because of that, I'm able to hold them together as a body. In fact, now we also all man tap. Whosoever you do, they move can tap to we. Full control. At the 3 o'clock morning, I call rehearsal. If one song cannot be aid or one idea, we do everything together. And the two techniques then that force. One, me age. You know they feature me. You tell me say no point of order. You tell me say we not go under tomorrow, you sick with the responsible for you. If they find you for perform, you go church, they go pull you there. Regimental, what come on and do, rain the car, rain or the cam, for perform na regent, rain for them, we they pull we close, wear plastic. We waka, take each regent, to go now one small compound, we change because you can perform. The format we use for sustain the a cappella music. Nine make Freetown Player and other things that we make Freetown Player till.
Let me talk about this a cappella. Why a cappella? And just give me maybe the first song we're not doing in terms of a cappella.
Freetown Player say couche. Now we signature tune that one day. Why we decide for use a cappella? We not get instrument because we decide for become a traveling theater, for take theater to the people. Why a cappella? Because with music we're not going to talk batter, drum heavy for move with. Can you imagine Freetown Players with a worker from Donda Street, can Aberdeen they sing in a wood, from Aberdeen they claim the hill car with Bafos they sing in a wood, from there we go down 10 better they sing in a wood. If somebody offer we food because we get Boko fans around, people they follow in at it. Somebody offer we food, I say nobody know they eat, we they on duty, we not they eat her. We they left her. Tell which now we host before we eat. Again, I can train that discipline there. So a cappella enable we for move freely. We not get load. We never carry any drum instruments. We put the drum them inside we belly.
Now, Telem Center. Tell me what that is.
Tele mean home, like where they play Ludo. You go home, now they kick you there. You free. I know Tele. Okay, now they play cage. You get outside with the balance. You get society reach. You say Tele, that you are free from troubles and attacks. And when they can meet you again, you know not Tele. So freedom player will decide for name. We home, we center, Telem Center. That is safe. Once you did it. Because from we family and the other extended family, we artists them, or it became big. Dundas Street, 56 Dundas Street, and we the place that, and the compound that, a Freetown. When you enter that compound, everything there for you about the theater, in the library, books, exhibitions. All nothing not there in this country involved with Freetown player not involved pan. Good Friday, now we celebrate Judas, we build with Judas, we walk around, we give a name. If na lantern, we build lantern. Remember the Amistad ship we build. Anything we occur in this country we mix. Any occasion we come, we did it. Anything we arise in the country, any issue, Freetown players they compose. Then they say the family songs that at least 102.
Wow, 102 songs.
102 songs.
Talia Fino, Talia Fino, Talia Fino, you too waka waka. I know if we some composer just
yes, now offshoots of Freetown players. Because of my experience being work now. Freetown players, the kind of theater I do, theater for influence people, theater for sensitize, for bringing change and so on. Atunda Ayenda, the property of Talking Drum Studio. Talking Drum Studio is the property of Search for Common Ground, we're based in the United States. Search for Common Ground, a big organization where they promote peace and prevent conflict in different war-torn areas. So when it's our war day, Search for Common Ground, the goodie. According to what's dominant for which the people they go use. If na country we like wrestling, na wrestling they go use for bring peace. If na radio effective, na they go use na TV, some na magazine and newspapers. Atunda Ayenda, Search for Common Ground, bring through Talking Drum for let we use theater during the rebel war. The war not been agreed on. With the FET, the tripartite group, towards the end, towards the 1999, when they invade Freetown, where they begin serious now, ECOWAS begin send people in the world, the British begin interested now, the rebels them still trying so. Then go say meeting and go don't agree or they not agree go again. So now till the Mika inside now. And then go bring Mika now for can use me theater for influence the combatants them for drop them weapons, for disarm as they call them. After disarm, we demobilize them, we carry them go to some centers them all over the country. United so all the mosquitoes all they work with them all of them. 4 days and go over talk.
So that give the name Talia Fino.
Actually, Afna. I mean, actually, Afna get Talia Fino, but you know Tali. You see, all try to get shortcomings by their speech. So when I go research for me seek student waiting for Atunda Ayenda. I go now to Termini village. Mabunkane, all the Mabuka axis area then the Termini chief they not be sabi say Charlie. Not Tali. I noticed quick. I said what? Tali. So when one particular when I introduce me with the delegation, UNICEF, all will be go. Well, don't introduce all man done. Now you see. And the head of the delegation is Tali Afino. Then I realized, say, oh, Afna, the closest word to na the simile to Afna na Afino. We mean fine. So I'm glad for your name anyway. Tali Afino de teluna kushe seke seke bua bise Talking Drum Studio de teluna kushe salamu alaikum wali bena hauna simisu ade for waka waka me Talking Drum we dey for waka if I no waka na wetin I go see. If I no waka, na wetin I go know. Awa de waka, na so I de carry go. Awa de carry go, na so I de bring am. Talia
Fino.
I don't just play
okay, Tangens Festival also associated with Freetown players.
Initiated, owned by Freetown players in collaboration with The best for TBS International, TBS Original used for be involved, and stadium management. Now we all they do Freetown players now in collaboration. Freetown players don't do nothing on their own. We get for join, they go find collaborators. By force, you get for join. Now you get the stadium, now you get, now they do the events. First now 2 weeks when they do them, now in a 1 month. But now you get this one for, all join like we do them. So one, we will get access to the stadium, it go cheaper for we for operate, then we all go benefit from the intake, the revenues, income, the stadium. That's what they do.
So it's not been the idea behind the formation of that?
Well, we've been forced for that because as we've been expand, we've been on joint organization, we've been international organization for folklore and folk festivals. That means to say if you join the organization, you're bound for make festival in your country every year. A cultural, traditional, artistic festival every year. So Freetown player became a member of the organization CIOFF, what I talk so, now French, they're based in France. We became member 1989 or so. So 1995 now we first festival because we take 5 years. Then Crown we say we qualify, they endorse, they accept we, install we into membership, then we begin with festival. Now they now begin festival because now traditional festival it will be every year, and I make every year. Just imagine, you know, from 95 to now we never stop. Even when the war come, during the war, all times would they do Tangis festival. We know they stop because otherwise you risk for losing membership to the organization day if you not do the festival. Hanover, now heritage. My grandpicking the Freetown player right now. At that time, Papa, we don't take over so now. It's named Charlie. So you get Charlie, Papa of Tutti, then you get the other Charlie, picking of Tutti. Now so we don't go. You see, so it's about heritage.
At the international scene, who's country who perform?
Well, we've been around. Come on, Freetown, Bosna Berry Junction. From Berry Junction, I fell myself na London. From inside London, we twisted on a Europe. By the time they make up, we Bosna Venezuela. From Venezuela, we jump go Puerto Rico. From Puerto Rico, we slam inside America. Venezuela, Canada. From Puerto Rico, we scatter North America. I not call China. I not call Sweden. I not call South Africa. I not call Gambia, who spend almost years. I not call Guinea, who go learn traditional dance with ballet African. I not call Zambia. I not call Ivory Coast. I not call. I just give you that name. Now international record that one day. Yes, sir.
This is great. So, what thing you will say now the most memorable moments for Freetown players for you? Like we will say this is a day when I'm happiest day of my life, where I think I don't feel accomplished. Yeah. And also don't forget to talk about the worst day as founder of Freetown players.
Yeah, my best day now we international acclaim, you know. When they invited to go United States 1992. National Black Arts Festival, Atlanta, Georgia, USA. They invite to recognition of work they do regarding the Sierra Leone, North America cultural historical connection. There are 3 connections which Salon directly gets out of slavery with North America. Number 1 are the Gola connection. Long time ago, we were not yet born. It was 250 years ago. White planters in America open rice plantation, all over rice plantation, but the white planters cannot cultivate rice. They were businessmen, they were out for cash. Bangalang, hey, hey, Bangalang. What did the white man do? They came to Sierra Leone and captured Sierra Leoneans who knew how to plant rice, took them away as slaves to North America. Well, so that Bones Island where they talk so now, I didn't slave them, particular kind slave them in the past and go. I don't date today over 8 almost generation don't can now where they don't survive as the Gola people. They visit we last December to January. Now one major connection that with Sierra Leone and United States, North America, where for country with tourism, with government, all and good. I see good socio-economic benefits from that relationship there. The second one are the Amistad. Pierre, And I believe.
We like to hear song.
You hear about slavery. You hear about Shekbe Pierre. You hear about Amistad kata kata. Shekbe na Salon man, ibon na pujen, imama na minde, impapa na minde. Way 26 years, 1839. Na in then sell am to slavery. King Mana Shaka, na in bin sell the Viking of Pujen, Shaka Stephen in grandpapa. Them pull them na Sierra Leone and in comping them for ship them go Cuba. Havana the capital. Now they them buy them for care them go Principe. 49 Sierra Leoneans, 3 Titi and 1 Bobo. They hire one ship, na him name Amistad for ship them from Havana to Porto Principe. Amistado, na so the ship name Amistad, Amistad. Shengbe Pierre leading company them 49 Sierra Leoneans, 3 Titi and 1 Bobo. They attack the Amistad, they hib kata kata, kitty kata, they hib kata kata, then kill the captain, then kill the cook. Then mass, then owner, then tie, then throat.
Okay. That's what you started as somebody, a cultural activist, as somebody they do the entire theater business.
And my wife died 10th October
oh my God.
2012. They didn't occur again.
And so rest in peace.
Thank you.
So what's advice you get for people that way they into theater, way they into arts? What's the advice to them?
I for work hard. I for do what you gotta do. The way for do am with whom they get for do am. How and when they get for do am. Passion, they what they come on at this country, but I don't see passion much. But most of what they do are passionate about this, are passionate about that. I don't see much really. We need the things than they. And I can always make parallel to people who succeed in life. I can use boxing, for example. Even in boxing and so many other fields, other sectors, that if you box your opponent, like Muhammad Ali, with the boxing opponent, I could become world heavyweight champion. So if I hold me theater, I play them hard, like Muhammad Ali play boxing, then freedom players will become world heavyweight champion, where we don't become. So I advise all others, I advise the youth, I advise people for fair new professions, new areas, not to banking and finance and politics and police and teacher, doctor, lawyer, no more. A new field open in Sierra Leone, led by freedom players, which is theater. The performance arts they try, they don't open na Salon. They put them open their eyes, make them calm. If you're not police, do police work well. You're not president, you're not minister, you're not teacher, whatever you be, do you work to the best of your ability so that tomorrow we will become world heavyweight champion, whosoever we find ourselves.
Thank you very much for. Well, that's Charlie Afna, the legendary Charlie Afna, the cultural activist. They end that interview day as we go work at it's about freedom players and how the journey don't be so far. From 1985 to this time, freedom players don't really do well. Francis?
They don't really try, and me will always continue for say heritage. Then we conserve with heritage. Sierra Leone get a lot of things them if we preserve them, we will able to hand them over in an original form to generations yet unborn.
Okay, many thanks for joining for this Salon Kontri report. One for say plenty thank you to the guys there on AYV. Plenty thank you to AYV, and this program now the Monument and Relics Commission day before for produce and supported by the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs led by Honorable Minister Dr. Memunatu Pratt, and also the National Tourist Board, and of course AYV make the program meet you. So today we bring you some program. Next week, Saturday, Salon Kontri report will come back. Mina Mohamed Farid Kagbo.
And Mina Francis Musa Momoh.
Salon Kontri Porto, Salon Kontri Porto. Inside this country, Portia. Inside this country, Porto. Inside
You're watching AYV Television.